Hi, this is me. Most of you know me. I know most of you. But this is me. I've been to Gamescom a lot. Like most of you, a lot of you have been to Gamescom a lot. But yes, I've been to 10 years of Gamescoms, two of which I didn't actually go to because they really didn't happen because COVID happened. But yeah, that's me. When I typed this, I was very tired, but last night I had 8 hours sleep, so I'm pretty good. And I helped make a whole bunch of video games, mostly here in Belgium. Space Pirate Trainer, it was a VR game with Dirk Van Welden and iLusions. Shredder's also with iLusions. Starship Home with a team from everywhere around the US, that's a VR game. And currently working with this young man and Celine Veltman and Robin on Curiosmos. And that's our game coming out this year. So, what is Gamescom? Show of hands, who's been to Gamescom? You all know what Gamescom is. Most of you know what Gamescom is. But for the shaking heads, Gamescom is a giant games festival in Cologne, Germany. There are 350,000 people that go there every year, more or less. It's a lot. And 30,000 people from the games industry, more or less. So that's a lot of people, and most people in this room do make games. And so that's why we go to Gamescom, to show off our games to people who want to play them, people who want to talk about them, and people that need to help sell their services to help you get the games out. So this is your guide on how to do Gamescom from me. I don't know everything. I know some things. So this is the features of my game for how to survive Gamescom. There are 3 unique classes of player in this game. We'll go through them all. Mini games on how to prepare for Gamescom. The booth or no booth dance, which I like to dance every year. The logistics gauntlet, how to get there, what to do there, how to get around. Oh, booth or no booth twice. And meeting people, a guide on how to meet people in this weird world. And cool upgrades. So, first up, Gamescom, there's 3 different ways of doing this. There's checking for finance, trying to make money for your next game or make money for this game, make money for promoting your game, basically dealing with money. That's hard in games. Networking, that's talking to new people, talking to developers, talking to publishers, talking to the press, meeting players. It's all about meeting people for many people. And then research. This is a very underlooked one, in my opinion, especially in indies. This is about playtesting your game with as many people as possible. It's really important to get feedback. And at Gamescom, you're gonna have like a new person. If you're in a booth, like in the indie arena, you're gonna have a person playing your game every 5 minutes. And that goes for 5 days. You can get some incredible data out of that. So I'll just skip through all that. So first up, preparing for Gamescom. The most important mini game you can practice right now is deck smithing, building your deck, building your pitch deck, kind of like one of these things. It's very important to have your messaging very clear and to the point, and update it as often as you can. Your pitch deck is never finished, because eventually your pitch deck becomes your marketing material for your game. So start off early, work out what your thing is, and keep on working on it, like that guy, look at him. And then next up is, if you have a pitch deck, consider a video of your game or of your potential game, even if it's you just waving at the camera. Showing off a video is super, super easy and valuable, especially at a busy room. But when it comes to Gamescom, no one's going to hear your video. So the audio isn't that important unless it's going online as well. Then the demo duel. Getting a demo ready for Gamescom is pretty important, but a lot of people, unless you have a booth, won't be playing it. So think about it, like, is it absolutely necessary to have your demo playable? Because not everyone's going to have a dedicated booth. And if you do have a dedicated booth, you have to have a demo. So, and then biz cards versus stickers and LinkedIn and posters. If you're going to go to Gamescom and you want business cards or stickers or posters, you're going to have to organize that like last week, or just go to LinkedIn and update your LinkedIn profile, because that's another way. We'll get into that later on. Yeah, hot tip. This is a important one. Assume there is no internet, right? So when you go to Gamescom, there's like 350,000 people. Everyone's on the internet using their phones. It's slow. So if your game has some sort of like multiplayer thing, it's not going to work unless you have your own internet. So just assume there is no internet. If you bring your own, maybe, but just assume you're offline for a bit. Same with Bluetooth. Like anytime you've got a controller that needs to connect with your computer or something, assume something's going to go wrong. So bring cables. And if you're doing VR, like, I've done enough VR at Gamescom to know it's hard. Just assume it's going to be hard, and you'll maybe be okay. And also, yes, this is my take home for this entire talk, is to clean your computer screens, right? And your phones. All of you, today, go home and clean your screen. And your keyboard. Like, how many times have I seen a keyboard presented to me, look at my build, and it's like, ugh. All of our keyboards are gross. Mine is gross. Like, I was checking through my slides on the way here. I looked at my computer screen, and it was gross. And I'm like, anyway, always clean your keyboard, and just do it, right? So then the next phase of this game is the logistics gauntlet. How to get there, how to stay there, what to do when you get there. It's a lot of preparation. I book my hotel usually a year in advance because I'm crazy, but that's not to get cheap. It's there's never a good time to book a hotel for Gamescom, except for like as soon as you can. Hotels run out and they don't get cheaper. They just sort of hover around too expensive to unbelievably expensive. So that's the price range for a Gamescom hotel. Some of the hotels, the cheaper ones, are pretty like not okay. So the earlier you can find a hotel, the better. And then this is another little hot tip. It's not a great one, but it's one that I've always sort of just lent on just in case. Dusseldorf is a town 45 minutes more or less away. That's door to door from Dusseldorf train station to Gamescom entrance D. So should you not be able to afford a hotel, Dusseldorf is a regular old city with regular prices. So Gamescom prices are between 200 to 400 a night. Like, it's crazy. And Dusseldorf, you'll probably spend that for a week. So should you want to save like serious money and you just like can put up with a commute of 45 minutes every day, it's okay. Because keep in mind, your hotel in Cologne will probably be a 25-minute commute from your hotel to Gamescom. So should you want a cheaper option, there's always that. And trains go late at night as well. So how to get to Cologne? There's train, car, plane, and public transport. I thoroughly recommend train. That's around €80 return from Brussels. Carpooling is also an option. A lot of people take other devs there. Like, you carpooled last year? No, I trained. We came back in a carpool. Yeah, we did come back on a car. That was nice. And we filled the car with fish sauce. Disgusting. Don't take fish sauce to Gamescom. That should be a hot tip. Yeah, and then there's different ticket types. You probably already have tickets, but you don't need to have them yet. I usually buy them while frantically queuing up to go through the gate. Don't do that. There's DevCom tickets. That's the 2 days before Gamescom. Trade tickets. That's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And exhibitor tickets if you have a booth. And the public ticket from Wednesday to Sunday. Don't get that. So trade tickets, I think they're around €50 a day. And you can combine DevCom and trade tickets for some. There's a whole matrix of pricing options. But you probably just need it for 1 day, for the day you're going, maybe for 2 days. That'll be about €50 a day. This was a long and important slide, but I hate to say it, but you've got a lot of emails. If you have a booth, if you're going to be at the Indie Arena booth, if you're going to be at the Belgian booth, no, the Flemish booth and the Walloon booth and the cluster of Belgian booths, you probably have some important emails from FIT, from someone saying, you have to do it, right? Our team is going to Bit Summit next week. Holy shit. Sorry for swearing on YouTube. We're going to this event, Osaka Expo. There are so many emails, but I have to reply to them. You have to, because someone's waiting for you at somewhere to do a thing, to unlock a thing. These things take time. So read your emails. Now, not now, in 5 minutes. Yeah, now. Read them. These are the emails, right? Fit, Indie Arena booth, Hub. They need your attention, probably. Just read them. Read them. So, booth or no booth? How am I going for time? All right. This is a question I have every couple of years when we have a new game coming out. Do we have our own booth? So there are like 3 or 4 options. The easy one is to just not have a booth. That's not the greatest because you don't really necessarily have a place to show your game off. There's no meeting spot. But the other 2 like fun ones, in my opinion, are the Indie Arena booth, which is not a guaranteed. You can't always just get that. You've got to apply for it and get through the sifting phase. And I think every year they have around 1,000 games. So it's pretty crowded. But so yeah, it's maximum exposure, maximum exhaustion, because you're going to be there for 5 days, like working your butt off, talking to everyone about the same 5-minute demo loop. But yeah, it's a really great way to get your game played by a lot of people. The business area is way more chill. Still exhausting, don't get me wrong. Like I know, hands up who's done a game demonstration at the business area. Like, you know what it's like. It's not a walk, it's not easy, but you do get to sit. You do have a place where you can get water. The Indie Arena booth, you can't sit for 5 days. Your legs turn into jelly. You get a lot of vegan hot dogs, but that's your food for a week. And yeah, so these are things you got to think about if you want to have a booth or not. In the past, for Space Pirate Trainer, we were lucky enough to have a booth sponsored by the platform. So HTC had our game on display, which was way easy. We just sort of stood back and let HTC take over. But that's not a given. That's a really hard thing to organize. You sort of have to be the right game at the right time for them. So yeah, now we're going to go through some of the survival stuff. Is anyone here demoing this year at Gamescom? Well, this is for next year. Oof, okay, this is for you. And for anyone on the internet who might be demoing, this is for you. All right, so it's a marathon, not a sprint, so take it easy. Day 1, you're gonna be like, yeah, my video game. But by day 5, you'll be like I didn't need glasses before Gamescom last year, and now I need glasses to see a screen. Like I just wore out that little muscle in my eye from just looking at screens and people for 5 days that I now need glasses to read screens. I can't read this text because of Gamescom, right? I don't know what's there. This is fine. So yeah, then my matrix of food. Water is way better than painkillers, and painkillers are way better than coffee. If you're there for 5 days, you're going to be dehydrated, working your butt off, exhausted, and you're going to think, I'll solve it with coffee. But that's never the right answer. You can have your coffee in the morning, whatever, or one at lunchtime. That's cool, but don't solve every problem with coffee at Gamescom. It's going to kill you. The same with painkillers. Like, you can have your what paracetamol in this country, Dafalgon, whatever. You can have your painkiller in the morning for like, I talked so much last night, but don't have it every 10 minutes. And then have water every 10 minutes. Every time you think, just drink some water. You'll cool down. You'll be a bit better. And yeah, practice your scripts. That's like the 1-sentence introduction to your game to play, because players don't want to talk to you. They want to play your game. They want to find out what the mouse does or what the controller does. So practice your 1-sentence pitch to explain the demo and walk away. And practice it slightly in German too, if you can, because a lot of German kids will be playing it. And like I don't speak German. I barely speak English, but I do recommend to get like 1 or 2 sentences of like push the button, start, and then also practice like a wrap up. Like once it's time for them to get out, just have some sort of like speech of like, okay, cool, or just stop. Have a trash can, or at least a garbage bag behind your demo thing, because kids will come up and like put a cup down and like spill stuff, and just get rid of trash as often as you can. And lunch. Gamescom food sucks. And sorry if anyone from Gamescom food is watching, but the food is bad and it's all greasy and it just makes you feel bloated. So bring a sandwich, bring something that you like, and something that maybe you could share with your teammates. So just care for people. And then this last one, make friends with your neighbors, right? If you're there alone, you're alone. but there's someone next to you who might also be alone. So say hi, introduce yourself, become best friends with the person next to you because they're your buddies for a week. And when they want to go to the toilet, you can like look after their booth. And when you want to go to the toilet, you can go to the booth. So you can just care for each other. In the arena booth, like by the end, everyone in the entire section is the best friend you've ever had. And you miss them when it's gone. So yeah, become friends with people. They'll look after you. You'll look after them. Water. Better than coffee, sometimes. So, this is my extrovert guide to being introvert guide for my extrovert guide for introverts. How to meet people. It's super easy. Look at these guys. They're having a great time. Always at a conference, introduce yourself. Assume people don't know your name. Like, my name is Chris. How are you?
And you.
Hi. So that's how you do it, right? It's super easy. Like, I know this guy. We talk every day, but you say, hey, Guillaume.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Guillaume. I'm Chris.
Hey, Chris, I'm Guillaume.
Oh, nice to meet you, Guillaume, again. So just always do that because people are tired. And you might know their name, but you might just go, hey, I'm Chris. Super easy. 1 word, 2 words, maybe 3 words if you've got one of those cool names like Jean-Claude, whatever. But yeah, no one remembers names. I don't remember names, but you got to try. So when you do that whole so I just remembered that his name is Guillaume. I remembered that because I kept that little trick. So try to remember names, but assume that you won't. So take it easy. Also, yeah, don't assume handshakes. I shouldn't have presumed we could handshake. Sort of just at Gamescom, everyone's sort of slimy and gross. So just maybe a fist bump, like I miss the COVID era foot tap. Maybe bring that back. That was really cool. Smile, clean your teeth. Clean your teeth. Like I secretly take a little fanny pack with a toothbrush in it. No one knows this, but I sneak off and clean my teeth. It's really nice. And then update your LinkedIn profile, please. Please, all of you, do it. Like your photo is like 10 years old. And just make it look like you a little bit. And while you're at it, take breaks from meeting people because it's exhausting. Like you can't be like, all the time. You've got to find a little quiet spot and sit behind a poster and breathe. All right, that's pretty important. And yeah, this one is important too. So how to meet people. Like not just people near you, but people. There's publishers, developers, and press. People that you probably go to Gamescom to talk to. Publishers, if you have a Meet to Match account, that's the best way to do it because they're all on there. Developers, you'll meet them at the booths and then later at night at the bars. You might also meet the publishers at the bars. That is actually where a lot of side work happens. And then press. This is the official, I don't know if Gamescom organize it, but it's on the Köln Messe website. Probably should. I'll send you, you can get the link. And maybe these slides, I don't know. But that's every year updated, and it's all the press that are going to Gamescom this year, or at least people that have said they're going to Gamescom. But also keep in mind, that's why so much spam exists. That's why your email gets ignored, because this is a list of like 500 people that are going, or maybe, I don't know, lots of people that have got their email address in a list, and it's just going to get spammed by every developer. So just keep in mind that when you send an email to those people, they're always getting emails from everybody. Also, yeah, LinkedIn. If you click on the search thing on the app, it shows you a little QR code. I spent way too long on that GIF. I was going to point this out because I spent way too long on it. Clean your keyboard and your screen, right? Yeah. I had to point that stupid thing out. Right, meeting people in food. This is my other hot tip. Book restaurants as often as you can. Last year, our team had an Airbnb. We all had dinner together most of the time. It was really quite cute. But when you're meeting publishers and press and trying to do like schmoozing, just book a restaurant. People want to eat. And if you book too many seats, you might be able to say, hey, do you want to come out for dinner tonight? And that could be part of your handshaking agreement of like, sure. And then you have dinner with somebody. And then this last little one, this is my sneaky little trick. Always try to bring someone from a platform like Microsoft or Sony because they owe us. they can pay for your dinner, maybe. But it's a nice little trick. If someone with a credit card comes along and goes, boop, you're like, yeah. Doesn't always happen. Okay, navigating this mess. Do you know what hall you're in? In the arena booth, 4. So the 4? 10. And in the arena booth is here in 10 upstairs. So it's big. Gamescom is big. Everyone who's Belgium is 4, yeah. Business is 4. Basically, when I go to Gamescom, day 1, like Tuesday, I try to set up. You have to set up. So you're going to have to go there on Tuesday, set up your booth. But then I sneak down to 6 and 9, where all the cool stuff is, like the AAA booth, and you get to see like what like Microsoft is doing, what they used to do. RIP. Sony, all the big studios are down in 6, 9, and 5, I think. And you get to see like a sneak preview of the giant. Like last year they had a huge setup for Indiana Jones. It was just massive. But on public days, you're not going to be able to see it. It's covered in people. So yeah, Tuesday, set up, check out the cool big things. There's no games to play, but just check out the cool big thing. Like, what's that? Sims clone, Insoy? Insoy had a giant cat in the ceiling last year. It was giant, like bigger than this room cat. And just seeing that, it's cool. So go see that on the Tuesday. Wednesday, you're working your butt off, either in 4 or in 10. And so, yeah, just be there all day. Getting between them takes about 20 minutes. So factor that in for any timing of like having to go between meetings and stuff. And the most important thing on day 1 is to find the closest entrance. Like there's an entrance here, 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 and here. There's 5 entrances in total. And depending on, like I think the entrance for 10, the easiest entrance is here, the north entrance. But yeah, in your emails, it'll say which entrance to get. So check your emails. Also toilets. On day 1, find the toilet, because you're gonna need to know where your nearest toilet is, because you don't have time to just go, oh, is it here or there? Just find it on day 1 before you need to go to the toilet. Oh yeah, last thing. These halls are like no-go zone on the weekend. So if you want to see what Microsoft is doing, do it on Wednesday. Don't do it on the weekend. Just don't. Oh yeah, that's my point right there. This is me, Gamescom 2015. And I just saw this sign and I thought, oh my God, but this is a sign saying from here, there's a 6-hour wait to play Call of Duty. And I'm like, kids were lining up for 6 hours. The Gamescom only goes for 8. Like, you just don't go to hall 6, 7, or 9. It's just crazy. Goodie bags, if you want to get like sneaky free stuff, you can find it in 5 and 6, sometimes in 4, but that's usually like just a free beer at the Belgian Beer Cafe. So just most of the cool little weird little stuff. Like I just love the little clicky things and little fidget spinners. It's just stupid, but it's fun. And then cool upgrades, things you should do for Gamescom. Get some walking shoes. Look how happy that guy is. He's got all these shoes. He's just so happy. Bring some good walking shoes. You're gonna walk like 10,000 steps on like even if you're sitting, on a sitting day, you're gonna walk 10,000 steps. On a busy day where you're walking between all those booths, like you'll do 30,000 steps. It's crazy. You'll be running all day. So bring some shoes. Bring something comfortable like a fanny pack. This is my go-to for any like leaving the house now because I'm an old man. Or your backpack, but I don't like backpacks because they're just so big and sweaty and gross. And some shirts that aren't too sweaty. And shorts. Be comfortable with shorts. Like today I'm wearing pants because I felt cold. But yeah, Gamescom's not cold. Bring shorts, and yeah, be comfortable in shorts because shorts are good. Electricity. This is the highest resolution picture I could find for a man plugging in electricity. Find where those power sockets are. They're not everywhere. And if you're a booth, bring your own like adapter, your little strip, power strip. Bring it. There's going to be them there. They're going to have enough strips. But if you're the person that has your own strip, people are going to love you because you can charge stuff, right? You can plug in one thing, daisy chain it to another thing, and then charge your phone, charge your laptop, charge your friend's phone. So good. Just bring a power brick. And clean your computer screen. Bring a cloth. And then bring water, bring lunch, bring snacks, not snacks that make you thirsty, snacks that make you just feel good, like maybe a couple of like grapes, but also be aware that you might want to touch stuff with your hands. So maybe something that is wrapped in a wrapper, just bring food that, because your hands are gross, they're just gross, they're covered in like Gamescom liquid. And, so yeah, bring some hand sanitizer too. All right. The post-event quest list. Expect a dopamine crash. You're going to be like talking like to everyone all the time, and everyone's going to be super excited about their game. And then the day after, you're like, get home, and it's just like your cat staring at you, and or your kids asking you to, turn on the iPad or something. And it's just like it goes from like to silence like in a minute. So expect that. So plan a couple of days of just like. Just chill a couple of days post Gamescom, because it happens every year. It's the same for like GDC. You have that like after GDC or any event where you're just talking all the time. Expect a couple of days of just so during that time, I like to just go through all my stuff that I've hoarded, like contacts, emails, photos, email people that you said you would. Just do that when you're feeling sad in those 2 days. I take photos of people at Gamescom with a name badge. So I do selfies with name badges. That way I can sort of remember who I met and what their name was. But then from those emails, from those photos, email people. Say, hey, it was great to meet you. Wow, Gamescom. And yeah, almost forgot this one. Come home to a clean house. So hot tip, clean your house like 2 days before you go to Gamescom. Just clean your area where you, either your house or your workplace, wherever you spend the days after Gamescom, make it clean. So when you come back, you don't go, ugh, yuck. You go and be sad in a peaceful, quiet, clean place. And then, yeah, the final level is funding. So it is not cheap. It can be cheaper, but generally speaking, you're going to spend around 1,000 to 2,000 euro just to go to Gamescom. So your hotel, Dusseldorf, 100 euro, or for one night in Köln is 200 euro. Transportation is between 80 and like 300, depending on how you get there. Booth costs can be between nothing if you're a person just walking around with a laptop and a Steam Deck, or upwards of like, I don't know. In the arena booth last year, I think we paid 1,500 for a tiny little booth. Maybe it was 2,000. But I think it can go up to what is the Belgian booth? How much is anyone know?
105 square meters.
Yeah.
The biggest stand we have is 12 square meters, and it's only 5,000.
Yeah. So in the business area, I know some people have them up to 10,000. In the show floor outside of Indie Arena booth, it's mandatory 5,000. Mandatory. Getting it less than that, you have to go to Indie Arena booth, and the cheapest there is 1,500. So booths are expensive. Tickets for booths are usually included, but for your own ticket, it'll be 50 euro a day to 230 for the 3 days. And then food, expect 80, 50 euro if you're cheap. And then there's always surprises. A friend of mine got a police reckless driving fine last year for 500 euro for driving a scooter. So surprises exist. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening to my pitch about Gamescom, the RPG. The game will come out in August 19 when I do it in real life. All right, thank you very much. If any questions, I won't be taking any questions from the internet at this time. There's chat questions. Oh my God. All right. Do we have any questions in the room?
It's not a question, but exhibitor passes for 5 days are 86 euros. You can order them by
86 euro?
Yes.
That's crazy. So exhibitor pass, this is for the people. Yeah, 5 days, yeah. Exhibitor pass, 86 euro from Fit?
You can order them by Fit or by Brussels.
That's crazy cheap. Get that. If you don't have a ticket already, do that, because it's 5 days?
Yes, they're unlimited. We can order them at any time.
Wow. Okay.
And concerning the press list, as organizer, we get regular updates, and I send them always out to
Look
all
at
the
you.
participants. And I think last year the last list was over 1,000
Oh my God.
journalists. So, but I send them out.
So I'll just say that to the microphone people. I should have given you the microphone. Sorry. The press list. You represent FIT. FIT. Yeah. So FIT does send out a press list. Is it the same list?
It's the official
Yeah.
press list.
So the official, they send it updated every couple of weeks or so.
Every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Now,
So every couple of weeks you update it.
Weeks is almost 2 times.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, listen to your FIT emails. Read your emails. They're really good. Thank you. Any questions, statements?
Yeah, my question is about the cookies you mentioned. I have a friend, especially, that learned me this. He's a real goodies hunter. It's his only purpose to come to the Gamescom. And I was wondering if you think it's interesting to make our own goodies for the indie and also for the Princess Park.
That's a good question. So making goodies is always fun, but it's expensive, time consuming, and annoying because you got to carry them. So is it necessary? Like I encourage our teams to sort of, if they want to do it, like Curiosmos, Celine wanted to have like little stamps so that when you come up to the booth, you could get a little stamp. But we stopped thinking about them after 5 seconds because we're so busy with the booth. So depending on what you're doing, if you've got enough time and patience to think about goodies, then maybe it's fun. It is fun. But the budget, it's not a good return on investment. Like it's bad. Like everything you give it, like the stamps themselves, no one remembered the stamps, but they did remember the cute time they had at the booth. So if you want, you can, but I wouldn't spend too much money or time on them.
I remember that one thing to be very careful with was like the stickers, because if you actually put stickers and like visitors put them inside Gamescom, they charge you to actually clean up.
Yeah. Yeah, the emails that you're all going to read after this talk, one of them from Indie Arena booth will say, do not bring stickers. They won't let you have stickers anywhere near them because of this. So Indie Arena booth themselves will get fined, and then they'll pass that fine on to you. So stickers are great goodies, not at Gamescom. So that's why we did stamps. So you also print like little like QR codes on business cards. They're fine, but stickers, and no, not at Gamescom. Did I say something about the food at Gamescom? All right, the details of food at Gamescom. Firstly, bring a sandwich. Bring 2 sandwiches to give to a friend. But the food at Gamescom, it's like deep fried, like you've got good fries in Belgium. They've got fries at Gamescom. And that's the food that you're going to eat if you don't bring your own food. It's going to be a deep fried thing or really bad spaghetti. Those are your 2 options. So you can go between them. Like on Wednesday, you can have the bad fries. Thursday, you can have the bad spaghetti, or you can bring a sandwich and just eat your sandwich and just look at the crowd and just go.
Take some fruit. Take some fruit in the morning at breakfast at the hotel. Bananas, high energy, and wrapped naturally.
The tip of a naturally wrapped banana at Gamescom is genius. Like, if you bring an apple, like it comes in its own wrapper as well. Like you don't need to worry about waste with the banana usually, because you could eat the banana peel. I don't recommend it. I have seen it. Yeah, bringing fruit, really good idea. Fill your breakfast up with just as much fruit and just yogurt, stuff that makes you feel good. What's that? Yeah. If you're at a hotel with a buffet, steal your banana. Just do it. Take like 4 bananas. You've paid for the hotel. You spent at least €250 for a night. That should cost like 60. Eat the banana. Take the bananas. Put them in your backpack. Put them in your fanny pack. Throw a banana. One of my favorite GDC moments. I got $110 for doing a talk at GDC 2 years ago. I bought all the bananas because you have to spend it in their little shop. So I just bought all the bananas and handed out bananas. It was one of my favorite days. There's not many bananas it's $110. I think each banana was $5. So anyway, it was fun handing out bananas at GDC. So bring bananas from your hotel. Good tip.
Chris, where are the best after parties?
Where are the best after parties? Right. So the best after parties are wherever the cool kids are, right? And the cool kids change every year, maybe every 2 years. But yeah, find the cool kid and just find out where they're going. They're usually just going to say like, oh, I don't know, but they're probably organized like a secret little club that they're going to. Those parties always end up at the Corconian. It's an Irish bar in the middle. It sucks, but it's an Irish bar in the middle of town, and all the cool kids after their cool parties always end up there because that's where the British like publishers usually end up, and they just get violently drunk. It's disgusting, but that's where the cool parties end. So they usually have like a hired hotel, like a lobby, something. They'll close off a lobby or something. Sometimes they do it in a tattoo parlor. The cool kids sometimes hire out a tattoo parlor. And it's really also pretty shady, but that's where they go to their little sneaky parties. And then they always end up at the Corconian, and it just goes until like 3 a.m. and it's gross. But that's where all the cool kids go. Corconian, it's in the middle. And has everyone been to the Corconian? Yeah, you'll go to, once you go there, you'll be like, oh, that's not cool. But that's where all the kids go.
You didn't mention the distance between the meetings.
Oh yeah. Look at that face. That's a face of someone that didn't know the distance between the meetings. Like the meeting rooms are just that one. Right. So your meetings are going to be in 4 or 3 or 2. Or in hotel. Or here in the Dorient. The Dorient is like if you want a hotel, like that's been booked for like the next 5 years. Like it's just booked and it's really expensive. It's right here. If you've got a meeting with Sony, it's there. If you've got a meeting with Microsoft, it's there. And to get there, you probably have to go at this exit. So you're probably here. So you've got to go this here to 10 and then at this exit, and which is I think to get to that exit, you've got to go down past 9 and then down here. So to get from 4, you've got to scoot over to 10, down this exit here, down this ramp, down here, and then you're at the door to see someone from publishing at Sony. That's like an hour. So I'm really slow, so it's an hour. So yeah, it could be half an hour if you're like got your running shoes on, you're ready to go, and it's Wednesday and you're not tired. But when it's like Friday, you're toast. So expect a commute. So expect to be here. Give it an hour so you're not sweaty. Right? So just take time. If you've got a meeting, and I hope you all have a meeting with Microsoft and Sony because they're going to fund us next year, right? Expect time. Oh, yeah. So in your survival pack, bring spare socks because your socks are going to be gross by the end of the day, and a t-shirt. So back to goodies. If you want to take any goodies, t-shirts are great. Having a selection of things you can sneak on, new clothes, great. And if it could be some sort of promotional thing, like video game name, people might also like that. So not if it's sweaty. Don't give a sweaty t-shirt away. But yeah, goodies could be.
When you add people on LinkedIn, force them to connect with you when you're speaking. Like not just scanning the QR code and then they're gonna keep your page open, because if they don't connect with you, you cannot send them messages afterwards. If you don't have the email address, business cards, you're kind of blocked and you cannot really push again with them. So make them click. And then for yourself, I always take screenshots. After I've connected with someone, I take a screenshot. So I've kind of a reminder. It's a bit like you're taking the pictures. Because you cannot easily I haven't found on the LinkedIn app how to check all the recent people you have added. So screenshots.
And you can also take photos of the business cards. That's what I do.
Exactly.
So yeah, hot tip on LinkedIn. Again, I'm just going to show my stupid phone. I did actually search for companies' logos that could spell clean. So don't do that. When you go to notifications, you can see my network. Click on my network. Oh my God, real time. My network, manage my network connections. It's listed by date of when they friended you or whatever the verb is for LinkedIn. So you can see that, yeah, like last week, these are the people that added me on LinkedIn recently. So you can do that. But take photos of people. It's way easier. Your phone is there. So just screenshots, photos. You might forget in real time to do everybody, but it also gives you something to look back on. Like, oh, look at my time at Gamescom. These are all the photos of business cards I took.
Something quite trivial, but people who come by car to the trade fair, we can get them we can get them parking tickets. They're about 60 euros, so you can ask François or me.
Yep.
The parking tickets, they're on the top of on the rooftop of the Gamescom.
Really? You park on top of Gamescom?
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, that's kind of fun.
And you can directly access to Gamescom.
Oh, I want to drive to Gamescom now. Oh, this changes everything.
Can we leave the car all the week?
Yes.
And you can leave the car all week. Ah, this is exciting. I'm going to drive to Gamescom. I don't have a car. Sorry, I'm not going to. Cool. Now we can have lunch, maybe? With what's this thing called? Lunch and Learn. I hope you learned something about Gamescom. I hope you have fun. Who's going to Gamescom this year? Oh my God. You have to. Oh my God, we all have to. So is that everybody?
Yeah. We wouldn't be here,
Right.
right?
Maybe you just like to learn things and maybe you like to have lunch. So yeah, have fun at Gamescom. This is a secret tip. Don't just talk to the Belgians, right? You have to step out, talk to the Germans and the Italians and the Australians and the French, the Swiss. Oh, hot tip. The Swiss Pavilion has the best breakfast, right? They always have croissants and they have orange juice. Just go there, play some cool games and have a croissant. It's not as bad as you think. So once you've had your orange juice, or your stolen bananas, go have your Swiss Games orange juice and croissant. Good call. But yeah, talk to people other than the Belgians. Like, I see these, it's nice to talk to people you know, but talk to people that you don't. It's really important. So you might meet someone who's really cool.
There are 9 questions.
Oh yeah.
No.
The internet is not listening.
Thanks for the information. Cheers. Enjoy.
Oh, thanks, internet. Thanks, internet.
Very clear.
Oh yeah, sorry if I was speaking too quickly because I am Australian and I forget where I am all the time. And I don't speak French yet. All right. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.